Gardeners talk non-stop about fertilizer, nitrogen this, potassium that, but most forget that the true fuel of plant growth isn't a bag of pellets, it's water. And I'm not talking about your tap. Rainwater has a hidden power that store-bought irrigation can't match. But here's the exciting part. There's a simple, natural trick you can add to rainwater that makes plants grow up to 3 times faster, especially during active growing months. Today, for Gentle Herb Living, I'm sharing the full breakdown of how it works and how you can make it at home in just minutes. Let's start with a hook every gardener should pay attention to. Rainwater already contains naturally occurring nitrogen from the atmosphere. Every time it rains, a gentle wash of nitrates lands on your plants for free. That's why gardens often look greener just 48 hours after a storm compared to any watering with a hose. But even with that advantage, many gardeners let rainwater simply run off gutters, down driveways, and straight into waste drains. That's like throwing away liquid gold. If I told you there's a way to capture that gold and supercharge it using ingredients you probably already have, would you ever look at a downpour the same way again? Here's the real secret. Rainwater becomes exponentially more powerful when you add microbial life to it. Microbes convert atmospheric nitrogen into plant-ready food on contact with soil. They also make locked-up nutrients bioavailable, drastically increasing growth speed. The trick is creating a living tonic that fuels beneficial bacteria, fungi, and root-boosting natural compounds inside your rainwater collection system. And what ingredient does that better than nearly anything else? Unsulfured molasses. When mixed at the correct ratio, molasses provides trace minerals and a rich carbohydrate supply that wakes up soil microbes like they've just had a morning espresso. It's not the sugar feeding the plants. It's the sugar energizing billions of microscopic workers who break down nutrition faster than any granular fertilizer ever could. Now let's get into the details. This isn't about dumping syrup in your garden. The best formula is simple. For every 5 gallons of harvested rainwater, add just 1 tablespoon of unsulfured blackstrap molasses. Stir thoroughly until dissolved. This creates what many gardeners call rainwater microbial boost, a biological stimulant that ramps up soil metabolism the moment it hits the ground. When applied around the root zone, the oxygenated water and balanced minerals team up with living microbes to accelerate nutrient uptake and root expansion. There are some important guidelines to follow. This enhanced rainwater should only be used immediately after mixing. If it sits too long without airflow, the microbes can use up available oxygen and the brew will turn anaerobic, not good for roots. So only mix what you need for 1 watering session, and only apply during active growth periods, spring through early fall for most climates. Plants resting in winter won't benefit from this dynamic boost, and soil temperatures that are too cold won't support microbial activity. Let's talk results. Gardeners who use this trick consistently report faster stem growth, deeper root penetration, and far greener foliage compared to fertilizer-only watering. Heavy-feeding crops like tomatoes, peppers, strawberries, and leafy greens absolutely love it. Flowers respond with better bloom counts and more consistent bud formation. Houseplants perk up and start producing new leaves rapidly, all without salt buildup or chemical runoff. But the magic doesn't stop there. Molasses-activated rainwater also improves soil structure long-term. Microbes create glues and gels that bind soil particles together into stable aggregates. That means better water retention, smoother aeration, and a comfortable home for future worm populations. If you want long-lasting living soil, this trick is one of the easiest ways to get there. Some may ask, why not skip rainwater and just mix molasses with tap water? Well, the issue is chlorine and chloramine. Both are designed to kill microbes, the very life you're trying to cultivate. Unless you dechlorinate with bubbling or by letting water sit for 24 hours, tap water can sabotage the process. With rainwater, you get a clean biological starting point, oxygen-rich, nitrogen-infused, and perfectly soft for root absorption. To take this method to the next level, consider adding one of these optional boosters: a teaspoon of sea mineral concentrate for trace elements, a splash of compost extract for diversity, or a pinch of rock dust for long-term micronutrient reservoirs. But honestly, even without those, the basic molasses and rainwater formula is transformative. So the next time clouds roll in, let that excitement build. Move your barrels and collection buckets into place. Don't let nature's purest garden resource wash away unused. Turn it into a living nutrient delivery system that grows bigger plants faster than any fertilizer in your shed. Your soil will respond. Your plants will respond. And you may never think about watering the same way again. If you found this rainwater supercharge method valuable, tap that like button and share it with another gardener who relies too much on the hose. And for more science-backed organic growing strategies, subscribe to Gentle Herb Living so you never miss a breakthrough that helps your garden thrive naturally.